And girls, I'm watching me a movie, so I don't really like have time to review. And I know it's late. I'm watching a movie and making lunch and all that, but I'm gonna try. Now this impact was for some reason. Oh shit, I'm drooling. For some reason, I was getting really like sleepy, so me and my boy just decided to troll the impact on pop hashtag. But a lot of people ate it up. It's fun. Like the live discussion makes it fun when watching Impact, especially to meet other fans because there's not too many. Like everyone's always talking about New Japan and WWE and Ring of Honor and all that shit. Buzz NXT, but Impact is not bad, bro. So I think we had ourselves a little fatal four-way action. Suicide versus Petey Williams versus Raju. And who was the other superstar in the match? Was it Trevor Lee? No, it was Ishimori, who's probably going to WWE, by the way. He wants to anyway. Good match. Petey Williams won. A lot of people were on Twitter saying, "Oh, Impact, unlike other companies kicking off with a boring promo, we get to kick off with the X Division." Whatever floats your boat, I do think that the X Division is a great thing to open the show. That's why they did it back in '05 when they opened the pay-per-views. But I don't know, like when there's nothing going on in the X Division, it gets me out of it. But my favorite WWE program right now is 205 Live. So I've happened to grow on these. Like, but there's a tournament, so there's a reason those guys are fighting. But I hope Petey Williams can get that title. The show opened though before that. Austin Aries challenging Seidel for a championship, but Seidel decides to put Josh Matthews' championship on the line. Eli Drake is getting interviewed by McKenzie, and he's bitching that he has the tag team title. Petey Williams wins, and then Eli's telling McKenzie, "I don't like that I have a tag team briefcase." And then Eddie Edwards is in Ohio, and he's looking for what's her name? Sami Callihan. Now, Su Yung with Braxton versus Amber Nova. Okay, first of all, I'm sick. I don't know why they use Amber like this. Amber's a great wrestler, and she's got a phenomenal look. They have her at Smash, and Su Yung, I'm not impressed. I mean, she's gorgeous, and she's a great wrestler, but why does she wrestle in that? Why is that character looks stupid? She dresses like Annabelle. And we already have Rosemary. Why is she with Braxton Sutter? It makes no fucking sense. Like, he doesn't even introduce who she is or explain why they're together. It was The Undead Bride. Ooh, I'm scared. Boo-hoo. Sounds like a film I would take my girlfriend to see in our junior year of high school. So yeah, Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary, they brawl all over the backstage area. It was a cool brawl though because Rosemary like jumps and takes out, who the fuck just knocked on my door? And took out everybody that was like trying to break up the fight and shit. Bro, I'm gonna get my gun if somebody keeps knocking on the door. Now this made me mad. Okay. Once again, let me see who's at the door. Hang on. I just burned my fingers. Probably the girl next door. She, sweet girl, but always has a different dude coming over. Anyway, boys and girls, this made me mad. They decided to air a match that happened in another fucking bingo hall armory with Fall Out Bob versus KM. Okay. Now it's very clear that Impact wants to push these two, but they don't necessarily know what to do with them. I like Fall Out Bob. I don't even remember who won this match, by the way. Who the fuck won? Like, straight up, I don't fucking remember. Why do you air these? These are stupid. This is for the people that are there. KM, like, rolled them up and won or something because they were playing his music. And then he says, "You should change your name to Fat Ass Bah." Retarded. Body shaming, but hey, it's not like in WWE where these girls are on Twitter crying because Bliss called Nia Jax fat. Now this was a good match with two superstars. Lashley versus Brian Cage. Great match. This is what Goldberg and Lesnar should have been like at the last two Manias that they fought. And you guys said that last year's match was a 5-star match. Get that shit out the back door. Great match. These two guys destroyed each other. When Lashley speared Brian Cage, I actually thought that was it for Brian Cage. But Brian Cage gets back up. What the fuck is this? Does the sickest discus clothesline I've ever seen. And he pins Walking Armageddon right there. I think this might have been Lashley's last match in this company. One thing I hated was I'm gonna cross the line. Okay, Bobby Lashley was the Destroyer, which was a perfect name for him, because that's what he was. For some reason, Samoa Joe, who's a TNA reject, leaves the Beatdown Clan and goes to WWE and starts calling himself that. So TNA does what they always do and back down like bitches and call him Walking Armageddon, which was retarded. Joe isn't the destroyer of anything, bro. This boy's gotten injured for 2 WrestleManias in a row and missed both shows. But anyway, thank you, Lashley. You're a great wrestler. I might do a fucking video just dedicated to his TNA run because he's been wrecking, especially since he came back in 2014. He took over the whole company. But it looks like Brian Cage is a new beast. We have Kong beating Abyss last week to see who the new monster is. And now we've got this War Machine Brian Cage beating Lashley to see who the next Dominator is. That was pretty cool. Ali is talking to Gail Kim, trying to get some help from the Su Yung and the Braxton. And then Eli Drake comes out to Moose. He's like, hey, Moose, can we trade briefcases? Moose is like, no, we're not trading no briefcases, but I'll fight you. And if you win, you get my case. But if I win, I get your case and I keep mine. And Drake was like, why do we have to fight? That was kind of funny. I didn't mind seeing that. And sorry if this review's all over the place, people, but I'm just doing it because if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it. And I do this for you guys. Now, this was Stripe. Eddie Edwards hijacked some Ohio show. A bunch of degenerates in this show. Jesus Christ, this is like a Trump rally. Just a bunch of nasty, deplorable wrestling fans and fucking greasy-ass roster. OVE's coming out and then Eddie's destroying them all. Saying, where the fuck is Sammy? Sammy comes out and they have a 3-on-1 beatdown on him. OVE's beating the shit out of Eddie Edwards. And throughout all this, the crowd is chanting, OVE, everything, fuck him up. And they're just destroying Eddie Edwards. This was a joke. Thumbs up, thumbs down. That's what I thought about this garbage segment. Oh my god. This Impact was blah and meh and wah. But I like it because it had good matches like Cage and Lashley, the main event, and of course the Twitter feed. The Twitter conversation. The main event, Seidel versus Aries for Josh Matthews' title. It was nice to see Dutt doing commentary without fucking Josh bringing him down. Josh is a terrible manager because I remember when he had Steiner in his corner. All he does is jump around and hop around like he's stupid. And Aries beat Seidel, thankfully. Alberto was eating a steak and watching backstage, which was a joke. And they're really protecting Matt Seidel. Jesus Christ. And apparently he's already penned to face Petey Williams at Redemption. By the way, where is Redemption? In Canada or in Orlando? Because I'm hearing it's a Canadian Fed. And they're still in Florida. But anyway, it was nice to see Aries retain the title. Because this was for both of the titles. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry it was rushed and out of nowhere, but Daddy has things to do. You know, Dad, don't fuck with Dad. WrestleMania week is here. Who cares? I could talk about WrestleMania a little bit. Brian coming back is always a big thing. You know, and then there's Ronda Rousey's debut, and then we got Nakamura versus an injured AJ Styles. Roman Reigns is fighting Lesnar. Don't be mad because we all knew it was coming. There's a Cruiserweight Championship. The new champion will be crowned. 2 of the best deserving wrestlers will be getting it on for that. So it should be a fun show. It's just too fucking long. I ain't watching for no 7 hours. But yeah, boys and girls, thank you guys for watching this. Oh, and Asuka and Charlotte's gonna rock the house. Thank you guys for watching this video. And see you guys tomorrow. Happy Easter week. Happy WrestleMania week. And enjoy yourselves. I'm going to go eat some pie. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye. Deuces.